This is the Klarus EP12, and this light is different than most lights that you have because the claim to fame of this light is that it is a focusable thrower, and you can see the lens up there is very round and domed, and that in conjunction with the head, which unscrews, takes a very wide round beam and focuses it into a very tight hotspot of a thrower that will put out up to 2,000 lumens, throw 750 meters and 90,000 candela in that focused tight hotspot. This is not going to be an everyday carry light. This is going to be a task light for when you need something like this. Getting the basics of this light out of the way, it is $40, $39.99. I'll put a link to it down below on Amazon. You can check it out. And I think for $40, what you get for this, it's a really good deal of a light. It's large, as you can see. This is not going to be an everyday carry light. There's no pocket clip, no belt clip case, just a spot for a lanyard right there if you want to put that on. And it does come with one, but otherwise it's going to be like this in your hand or your bag or your pocket or however you're going to carry it. The tail cap there is very flat and you can certainly tail stand it. Comes off here to reveal a 4,000 milliamp hour 21700 battery. O-ring here, this has an IPX6 rating, so a little lower than the typical IPX8. I'm wondering if that's maybe because of the zooming part of the head here. Maybe that decreases some of that water ability some. Not sure, but that's my guess. The body is made of a 6036 T6 aluminum alloy, which for everyone else is, well, just aluminum, what you're used to out of lights. Smooth body here. Up here, there is a charging port, USB-C charging right in there, and it does come with a USB-A to USB-C cable, in case you don't already have 50 of them. Plug it right in there. As it's charging, it will light up red, and then when it's fully charged, it will change to green to let you know that it is all done. There are what they call some cooling fins on the sides here, and while, yes, there are some little fins, they are pretty small, and I'm not sure how much they actually do to dissipate the heat. There are some cutouts on the head here because they suggest that you can do this one-handed, which I suppose you can, but I think it's a lot easier to loosen it and tighten it with two hands. There's some crenellations on the head, that domed crystal, and the LED down in there. It's large. I don't know what it is, but most of us are just happy when you click the side button and light comes out. The user interface, while simple, is likely different than most other lights that you are used to. Done by the side button here, it always defaults to coming on to high and then goes to medium, low, and off. So high, medium, low, and off. While it's on, if you leave it on for more than 2 to 3 seconds, when you press it again, it will turn off. But that's on every time. High, medium, low, off, every single time. From off or any of the brightnesses, if you long press the side button, it will come on into an SOS. And then you click it again and it turns off. So other lights are long press for moonlight, double click for turbo. This, the only user interface is high, medium, low, off, and SOS. Very simple, very straightforward. I'll put the run times and brightnesses down on the bottom. 2000 lumens, 800 lumens, 150. Up on the head here, there is a little notification here that says hot, and this light absolutely gets warm. The run times on 2000 lumens, it says 3 hours, but this whole light starts to get warm after having it on just for a brief amount of time. Even just when I've had it on just now for a few seconds, so the head is getting warm. And if you leave it on for, again, not really that long, it even starts getting warm down into the body. And even if you have it on the low mode, it still heats up the body. It's still starting to get warm down into here. So, well, yes, it has a rated 3 hours run time for high. If you leave this on high for any extended period of time, couple minutes, your hand is going to start to get warm. And if you're trying to rotate the head on one of those brightnesses, it's definitely going to be warm on your fingers, but perhaps if you're wearing gloves, it might not be so bad. Now looking at that zooming function, when it is fully tightened down with the head, it is a very wide, round beam. And then as you screw that head in, the beam focuses down to become a very tight hotspot, very much a thrower, and definitely increases the candela, which is the brightness, the amount of light on the object, and is going to give you a very good, very long throw distance. They rate it at 750 meters. Realistically, you're not going to see probably 750 meters. A lot of that depends also on the atmospheric conditions, but still, nonetheless, when you tighten that head down, this becomes a very focused hotspot of a thrower. So overall, this light, like I said, for what you get for $40, this is going to be a task focus light. You're not going to buy this as an everyday light. You're going to buy this because you want the functionality of a zoomable, focusable, very throwing, very tight hotspot with a lot of candela. And that's what this light is good for. And for $40, I think it's really a good deal. So if you need something like this, check it out. The Klarus EP12.